Good day. It's October 17th on a Sunday. It's approximately, 12:30 in the afternoon. Beautiful day in Tampa Bay. Yo, let's talk about something. Let's talk about this t-shirt that I got from Commendable K. I don't know if he's still selling it, but it says, the smaller your bubble, the smaller your trouble. Now, I don't know if this video will make it to upload because I really don't want to trigger a lot of folks, especially during this COVID-19/pandemic, because I feel a lot of people right now, they're depressed, and maybe it's because of the virus, I don't know, but a lot of people are not acting in their right mind. They're not thinking in their right mind. They're not, a lot of people are not doing positive things. But let me tell you something. This t-shirt I live by. I know a lot of people, whether it's on the internet or in people, but my circle is still small. Okay? It's very small. I've noticed it is not just the pandemic, but this is just in general. I noticed that you really got to be careful when you are in relationships. This goes for men as well as women. You got to be careful who you deal with in relationships. And sometimes when you see a relationship is going a certain way, you need to back up and recollect your emotions and decide not to become so emotional, because that'll fuck you up for the rest of your life. Because you're so emotional, because you allow this person to trigger you. Now, let me tell you about me. I remember always saying, I said this to the then husband. I said this to, I remember a guy I dated when I was in the Army. I'm glad I told him this shit too, because come to find out, he was abusive to his wife. Anyway, I always told him, if you ever cheated on me, I'll stab your ass. Now, I never had to do that. And actually, that's an emotional response if I did. An emotional response that has repercussions. There's a saying that I learned from a professor who became my best friend, and he's deceased. But he always said, for every action, there's a reaction. Thank you, Dr. John, for telling me that. And it's true. You cannot let what someone say or done to you trigger you so you do things that has a negative repercussion. Now, it's one thing if you're defending yourself or you're defending your child, you know what I'm saying? But we got to be careful, because you'll catch a charge and your whole life will change. Everything that you work for, you work so hard for, will be thrown in the garbage. Yeah, so that's some real shit. And I've known one chick in particular, she catch a charge because of her ex-boyfriend or whatever. So she could have been teaching, and if you have a charge, a felony charge, you can't teach, at least not in Florida. So she was on this struggle thing. Why? Over a fuck man. Wasn't even her husband, because she felt he was cheating. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is, to men, to women, to people, I don't care if you're dealing with the opposite sex, same sex, whatever. Before you get all emotional, check yourself and say, is this worth it catching a charge? And back up. Check your emotion. Become emotionless. Yes, become emotionless. You know what I'm saying? Is it worth it? It's best to just leave the relationship. And sometimes, shit, you can't even discuss it with that person because you might end up dead. Right? Someone want to get back with you or whatever. They want to come and discuss. Fuck that. If you really want to talk to them in public. In public. At Panera. I don't know. There's different places where you can meet up. Where people are. Other than that, be like Casper the Friendly Ghost, baby. If it's over, disappear. Whoosh. I do it when I was dating. I don't date anymore. Let me tell you something. I seek peace. See that behind me? You see that? That's an African crown from an Obatala priest. Can't even speak. Obatala represents peace, among other things. And that's what I seek. Peace. Because I always say, I seek peace, and I don't want to be in pieces or put anyone in pieces. That's why I keep to my damn self. So, I'm just saying, if you see your relationship is going south and y'all can't talk it over, like two human beings, it's best to check your emotions, because it's not worth you going to jail over it and having a record. Because a lot of times you have a record, you can't go back. You know what I'm saying? It takes a lot of money to expunge your record, getting lawyers and all that, and that's the same money you have thrown in at lawyers to expunge your record. You could have your money and building your brand, building your business, investing. Great time to invest. It is. I'm just saying, y'all. And sometimes, we gotta look at the type of people we date and say, well, shit, maybe I need to switch up. Maybe it's not them. Maybe it's me. Maybe I need a whole new type of people to invest in. Different culture or some shit. I'm serious. Y'all could get mad with me with this video. But look at that shit. Look into that shit. Or be by yourself. Nothing wrong with that. I'm on my own 6 fucking years and I love it. I'm getting shit accomplished left and right and left, without any damn distractions. When you're alone, get you some therapy, man. You could get therapy over the phone. You don't even have to see the therapist. This is the age of COVID-19. So people don't need to be face to face. You could FaceTime or whatever. FaceTime a therapist and Cash App them or whatever. Do you. Get yourself. Get your head together. And then, later on, date or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But, I hate hearing how, people get caught up in these domestic issues. And, you can't go back. You cannot go back in time. You have to deal with the repercussions. which is catching a charge, which is, losing a good job, And then you have to come up with alternative plans, which you can. What's this on my screen? I turned that around by mistake. So, I'm just letting y'all know during these topsy-turvy times that think about it. And like I say, the smaller your bubble, the smaller your trouble.